NFL Wild Card Weekend is finally here. Do the Las Vegas Raiders have a chance to defeat those Cincinnati Bengals in a big time upset? And is it a lot like 1988? Are the Cincinnati Bengals going to make another Super Bowl run finally after all these years? And finally, how you are going to get paid to watch this one. Let's get it.
This is Enough Said Sports.
Hey guys, I hope all is well in your world. It is all well here at Enough Said Sports. Welcome to Enough Said Sports, where we don't do fandom, we do business, and where we don't make friends, we make money. Thank you so much for joining us for this preview video for NFL Super Wild Card Weekend for the Cincinnati Bengals going up against the Las Vegas Raiders. I've been doing that all year long. I'm definitely excited about this particular matchup. If you like this sort of content, please also join us on Patreon. Click the first link in the description box below. Become a true fan of Enough Said Sports and get all of our exclusive content from the NFL, NBA, and college football. Also going to be adding MLB this particular summer, so excited about that as well. So as we move forward into this particular matchup, guys, obviously these two teams have met prior. The Cincinnati Bengals were able to defeat the Las Vegas Raiders by a wide margin last time out, exploding in the fourth quarter and pulling away late. The game was relatively close early, and then, like I said, late in the fourth quarter, the Bengals were able to move on and blow the game open. Now, in this particular matchup, the Cincinnati Bengals are actually favored by 6, and the total in this one is 48.5. This game will be played at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on NBC. So let's get into these Las Vegas Raiders and talk about, do I think they really have a shot here against these Cincinnati Bengals? I'm going to say, despite the fact that they got blown out during the regular season, despite the fact that they got blown out at home during the regular season, I'm going to say the Las Vegas Raiders have a legit chance in this football game. I believe playoff football is played at a much higher intensity level, of course, and I think this Las Vegas Raiders team has improved dramatically since that point, and they're playing really, really good football. It was very impressive what they were able to do last time out against the Los Angeles Chargers in a shootout type of a contest. It was definitely a heavyweight fight. You didn't know which way it was going. Back and forth they went to overtime, and it was really, really impressive that this Las Vegas Raiders team was able to overcome the Los Angeles Chargers, because they are quite formidable, especially on the offensive side of the football. Now, when you move over to the Cincinnati Bengals, do they have a legit chance to get back to the Super Bowl for the first time since 1988? I believe they do. I think the Cincinnati Bengals team is very, very explosive. I've never seen a soul connection between a quarterback and a receiver that has flourished as quickly and has developed as quickly in the National Football League as what Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase have between each other. It is unbelievable what this young man has been able to do from the receiver position. And he and Joe Burrow just have a chemistry that they've carried on from the college football all the way to the National Football League. And this is a very, very unique connection. They're very, very explosive. Joe Burrow is playing out of his mind. I can't believe how well this young man is playing. I for one, did not think he was going to be as great as he is already, and he's definitely on track to be an all-time great quarterback. And especially with the way that he's playing up in Cincinnati, it is extremely impressive, and doing that without the best offensive line as well. So that's what makes it even that much more impressive. Joe Mixon in the backfield, they definitely have the ingredients offensively. Now, the question mark about this team is going to be on the defensive end, but we're going to get into that here in just a little bit. So let's break down the actual analysis in this particular football game and what we're looking at. You're looking at two very, very strong passing games between these two particular teams. The Las Vegas Raiders have actually come on as of late even more. Part of that is that they weren't able to run the football. Part of it is that Derek Carr seems to be playing, Derek Carr. I was about to say David Carr. Derek Carr seems to be playing really, really well right now and coming into his own. It seemed like possibly since John Gruden has moved on, that he has actually improved his football game and he's playing better. And I really, really like what I'm seeing from Derek Carr as of late. And I think he's going to be very, very formidable in this particular contest. And that's part of the reason why the Las Vegas Raiders are ranked 6th in the National Football League in passing. They're very, very poor running the football. They're ranked all the way down to the 28th spot, which is kind of strange considering that you have Josh Jacobs in your backfield. But nevertheless, they're still very, very formidable through the air. And I think that's going to play a major role in this particular contest against these Cincinnati Bengals. Now, defensively, the Raiders are a bit challenged. They're better against the pass than they are the run. But some of that is that other teams have just been running the football with great regularity on the Raiders. So they haven't been able to had the need to throw the football quite as much. The Raiders are ranked 13th in the NFL as far as passing defense, and down, I believe they're down around 20th. Let's see, 19th in rush defense. So they're not that good against the run, but they are a little bit better middle of the road against the pass. Now, from the Cincinnati Bengals standpoint, they're 7th in the league in passing, which actually surprises me, especially with all the explosiveness that they've had as of late. But they still are very, very formidable through the air. Now, they run the ball a little bit better than the Raiders do. They run it at a pretty good clip. They're ranked 23rd in the NFL as far as the game is concerned. Now, defensively, they're very weak against the pass. They're 26th in the league against the pass, but they're very stout against the run. They're 5th in the league against the run. Now, with all that being said, guys, here's what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking in this particular contest that this game is going to be a lot closer than what the previous game was between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. So for that reason, I'm going to take the Las Vegas Raiders in the points here. I like the +6 here on the road. I think the Raiders are going to keep this thing close. Now, whether or not they actually win the game remains to be seen. I would give the slight edge to the Cincinnati Bengals in that regard. But I do think this game is going to be significantly closer than that first one. So I'm going to take the Las Vegas Raiders +6 in this contest. And I also really like the over here, guys. I think both of these offenses are going to have their way. I think these guys are going to move the football up and down the field. So I really like the over 48 in this one. And I'll take that. Now I'm going to stay off the money line here because I think it's a 50-50 chance. I would give the slight edge to the Cincinnati Bengals, but would I be shocked if the Las Vegas Raiders won this game? No, I wouldn't be. But from a betting standpoint, I'm going to take the Las Vegas Raiders +6, and I'm also going to take the over 48.5. Thanks as always, guys. Appreciate all the support. And again, if you like this sort of content, please join us on Patreon. Click the link in the description box below. So Las Vegas Raiders fans, do you guys think that you have a chance in this contest? Cincinnati Bengals fans, do you think this is your year to finally get back to the Super Bowl? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, guys, let me know what you think about the pick itself. Really, really appreciate it. Looking forward to putting some more content out there starting this week. Definitely have had a little bit of a layoff. Unfortunately, had some things going on, so was able to get everything cleaned up, and we're ready to roll and ready to make this money. So appreciate all the support, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care, guys.